I was born on the south side of Chicago, in a neighborhood where opportunities were scarce and dreams seemed out of reach. Growing up, I was always aware of my black skin, my unattractive features, and the glaring reality of my family's poverty. I was constantly reminded of my shortcomings by the taunts and jeers of my classmates, who took pleasure in pointing out every flaw and imperfection. As I navigated through the treacherous waters of adolescence, I struggled to find my place in a world that seemed determined to crush my spirit. But despite the constant barrage of negativity, there was a small spark of defiance burning inside of me, a flicker of determination that refused to be extinguished. As I entered my teenage years, I began to discover a hidden reservoir of strength within myself. I found solace in music, art, and literature, in anything that allowed me to escape the harsh reality of my existence. That's when I first met the Emperor. We would hang out and travel to places I could only dream of, do things which defied imagination, and slowly but surely, I began to build a fortress of self-confidence around myself, a shield that protected me from the hurtful words and actions of all those haters. One day, when we were out commandeering a helicopter, while he was learning to fly. Dear goodness, I was so scared I couldn't even look. So, I found a local magazine to bury my face and attention in. But that's when I stumbled upon a feature about a famous supermodel who had risen from humble beginnings to achieve incredible success. As I stared at her flawless face and stunning figure, a seed of inspiration was planted within me. If she could do it, why couldn't I? The Emperor never sat around waiting on permission to do anything. And he didn't ask for anyone's approval either. So I got started. Determined to make something of myself, I began studying the world of modeling, learning the industry with an intensity that bordered on obsession. I devoured magazines and fashion blogs, practiced my runway walk in front of a cracked mirror, until we started hanging out at the mall after it closed. I even secured a part-time job in one of the trendy fashion shops, because we overslept and needed an excuse for being there. And I saved every penny I earned. And even though I was butt ugly, as my mother used to say, I stuck with it. After months of hard work and dedication, I finally mustered up the courage to attend an open casting call at a prestigious modeling agency. As I stood in line with dozens of other hopefuls, my heart pounding in my chest, I reminded myself of all the times I had been told that I would never amount to anything. But as I walked into the audition room and faced the scrutinizing gaze of the panel of judges, I felt a newfound sense of purpose and determination. I strutted down the makeshift runway with a confidence that I had never known before, channeling all of the pain and insecurity of my past into each step. To my disbelief, I was chosen as one of the finalists, and within weeks, I was signed to a major modeling agency. From there, my career skyrocketed, and I found myself gracing the cover of magazines, walking in high-profile fashion shows, and rubbing shoulders with the rich and famous. But amidst all of the glitz and glamour, I never forgot where I came from or the guy that never bothered to see my flaws. He was far too busy pointing out my possibilities, promising me that dreams can come true. Now, I use my platform as a supermodel to speak out about the importance of self-love and acceptance, urging others to embrace their flaws and imperfections rather than hide them. I scoff at the men who now fawn over me, pointing out the irony of their sudden interest in a woman they had once dismissed as unattractive and unworthy. I know my worth, and I refuse to be objectified or reduced to a mere object of desire. Despite my newfound success, I am now surrounded by fake-ass friends who are only interested in my money and the clout my beauty brings. But I see through their facade, recognizing their shallow intentions. I keep my circle small, surrounding myself with those who truly care for me and supported me through thick and thin. As I continue to conquer the world of fashion, I make it my mission to inspire others to embrace their uniqueness and celebrate their individuality. I've become to young girls from similar backgrounds, teaching them that beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. And as I looked back on the journey that had brought me to where I am today, I feel a sense of pride and gratitude. Despite the odds stacked against me, I had defied expectations and shattered stereotypes, proving that true beauty lies not in outward appearances, but in the strength of my human spirit. And as of today, my story is unleashed.